Can you solve all these question bank on agriculture for competitive exams questions? Plants produce.
Correct. Oxygen is spot on. The thigh bone. Smart move. Femur is accurate answer. A up 7 point. Smart pick. Neutral is correct. Soil is formed by. Strong choice. Weathering is right. Helps fruit ripen. Well reasoned. Ethylene is correct. Rigor mortis means. Nice selection. Death stiffness is correct. Worm-like fly larva. Right choice. Maggot is best. What do we call dirt? Perfect. Soil is the one. Pick up the odd one. Nice work. Ammonotrichus fits perfectly. Where I find clouds. Bravo. Troposphere is the answer. Worm-like beetle larva. Clear logic. Grub is sound. Leghorn is related to. Well picked. Poultry is correct. Chimericals must be. You chose be labeled. Correct. Where weather occurs. Right again. Troposphere is valid. Below the sea horizon is. Excellent. Rock is well reasoned. Botany is the study of. You're right. Plants is correct. The culture of flowers. Great job. Floriculture is accurate. What is a human error? Exactly. Poor judgment makes sense. What percent is 5 of 7? Good job. 35% works well. Post-mortem examination. Solid response. Autopsy is valid. The study of insects is. On track. Entomology is correct. Pasturage is related to. You got it. Apiculture fits. Who wrote the Pfeffer Creed? Well done. E.M. Tiffany is right. Which is part of a stem? Sharp thinking. Leaf scar is right. Feeding on a dead animal? Correct response. Necrophagus is accurate. The pooling of the blood. Excellent choice. Lividity is right. Stage 1 of decomposition. Nicely done. Fresh stage is solid. We can find rocks at dash. Valid point. Mountain is true. Net worth is the same as. Good thinking. Equity is right. What is one job available? Great thinking. Cat drafter is right. Sandy is good for farming. Nicely done. False is solid. Plants cannot grow without. Great thinking. Soil is right. Soil is made of small dash. Correct. Particles is spot on. A horizon is also called. You got it. Topsoil fits. The cultivation of flowers. Well done. Floriculture is right. The edge of a leaf is the. Solid response. Margin is valid. Entomologist studies dash. Clear logic. Insects is sound. Grass is considered a dash. Well picked. Producer is correct. a tapeworm inside a dog is.
Good thinking. Parasitism is right.
An example of a biofuel is. Exactly. Animal waste makes sense. What is not a type of soil? Smart move. Dirt is accurate answer. Angiosperms produce seeds in. You chose fruit. Correct. Most plant roots grow in the. Bravo. A horizon is the answer. Cross-sectional view of soil. Right choice. Profile is best. The science of growing fruit. Nice selection. Pomology is correct. What is the study of grapes? Perfect. Viticulture is the one which is not a layer of soil. Excellent choice. Undersoil is right. The starting material of soil. Excellent. Parent material is well reasoned. Soils form in layers or dash. You're right. Horizons is correct. Which Fey reading is alkaline? Correct response. Nine is accurate. Using plants for their beauty. Well reasoned. Ornamental horticulture is correct. Plant is filled with moisture. Sharp thinking. Turgid is right. Polyploidy is induced through. Good job. Colchicine works well. Mr. Burns' favorite flower is. Strong choice. Bluebells is right. Dash is a stack of thylakoids. On track. Granum is correct. Excessive noise dash animals. Smart pick. Confuses is correct. Rio de Janeiro summit held in. Great job. 1992 is accurate. When was the first Earth Day? 1970 is true. What living thing are in soil? Right again. Earthworms is valid. An example of an angiosperm is. Nice work. Sunflower fits perfectly. Gauge wire is used for wiring. Nicely done. Heavy flowers is solid. What year was EFA established? Well done. 1928 is right. Shape of the individual plants. Right again. Form is valid. Process of creating new plants. Great thinking. Propagation is right. Hymdry is a hybrid variety of. Perfect. Wheat is the one. The female part of a flower is. Well reasoned. Pistil is correct. Depositing or laying of eggs. Clear logic. Oviposition is sound. The cessation or end of life. Correct. Death is spot on. Sound science is based on dash. Valid point. Replication is true. Large mineral particles of soil. Correct response. Sand is accurate. Soil used for construction dash. Right choice. Sand is best. Which is the top layer of soil? You chose humus? Correct. Which soil is good for farming? Good job. Peat works well. Where do plants get light from? Exactly, sun makes sense. Modified leaves that show color. Strong choice. Brax is right.
Olericulture deals with growing.
Smart move. Vegetables is accurate answer. Ribbon with a higher number is? Bravo. Wider is the answer. Where should tools be returned? Good thinking. Tool shed is right. The scientific study of plants. You're right. Botany is correct. Polyploidy can be induced using. Smart pick. Colchicines is correct. This stalk supports the stigma. Well picked. Style is correct. Exoskeletons are made from dash. Nice selection. Chitin is correct. The insect skeleton is called.
Solid response. Exoskeleton is valid.
Which biome is more biodiverse? Great job. Rainforest is accurate. Which element makes plant green? Excellent. Nitrogen is well reasoned. Dash layer of soil is not porous. Sharp thinking. Bedrock is right.
One property of soil is its dash.
Nice work. Texture fits perfectly. Colluvial soils are moved by dash. On track. Gravity is correct. This is the largest soil particle. Excellent choice. Sand is right. Where do plants get minerals from? You got it. Soil fits. The center of origin for maize is. Right choice. Sea Mexican is best. Which word means safe to drink? Correct. Potable is spot. What is the source of all energy? Excellent. Sun is well reasoned. Which soil do plants grow best in? Clear logic. Loam is sound. Pruning a fruit tree is which say? Strong choice. Supplementary is right. Cutting down a tree is called dash. Nice work. Felling fits perfectly. In a seed, the radical grows into. Great job. The roots is accurate. What do the fly's eggs hatch into? Well picked. Maggots is correct. Transpiration also occurs in what? Nice selection. Stems is correct. Animals remember dash experiences. Well done. Negative is right. Organisms that break down material. Good job. Decomposers works well. Which one of these does not belong? Exactly. Mop makes sense. Fresh water found below Earth is. Well reasoned. Groundwater is correct. Any natural that is used by humans. Solid response. Natural resource is valid. Which is a non-renewable resource? You chose coal? Correct. Soil that is rich in humus has high. Good thinking. Fertility is right. What is the first stage of mitosis? Bravo. Prophase is the answer. To use wisely and not be wasteful. Sharp thinking. Conserve is right.
What is the primary crop of Nevada?
You're right. Garlic is correct. What do we call the layers of soil? Right again. Horizons is valid.
Very fine mineral particles of soil.
Smart pick. Clay is correct.
The strength of a ped is called its. Perfect. Structure grade is the 1. Which plant can be planted in sand? Nicely done. Coconut tree is solid. Wire with a higher gauge number is. You got it. Thinner fits. Loses leaves during dormant season. Valid point. Deciduous is true. Triple fusion leads to formation of. Excellent choice. C. endosperm is right. The botanical name of sugarcane is.
Correct response. Saccharum barbary is accurate.
Decomposition begins at this stage. Great thinking. Fresh is right. Rice tongue virus is transmitted by.
Smart move. Green leafhopper is accurate answer.
Bolting is induced by dash hormone.
On track. J3 is correct.
Which layer is the outermost layer? Solid response. Exosphere is valid.
The thinnest layer of the earth is. Smart move. Crust is accurate answer.
Gymnosperms produce seeds usually in. You're right. Cones is correct. The fate scale ranges from 0 to dash. Clear logic. 14 is sound.
Plants need the following except one.
Well picked. Pizza is correct. A resistance to pesticides can cause. Nice work. Superbugs fits perfectly. Which grain is grown in Mississippi? On track. Rice is correct. Big tree roots grow up to dash layer. Strong choice. Subsoil is right. Which land class is hardest to farm?
Excellent choice. Class 8 is right.
The cultivation of trees and shrubs.
Perfect. Arboriculture is the one. National blue and corn gold are the. Nicely done. Fafa colors is solid. The process where cells begin to die.
Excellent. Autolysis is well reasoned.
Bacterial ooze is an example of dash. Correct. Signs is spot on. What is the shape of Bacillus cereus? Good job. Single rods works well. Which device helps clean car exhaust?
Sharp thinking. Catalytic converter is right.
As a natural resource, fresh water is. You got it? Renewable fits. The way soil feels is called its dash. Great job. Texture is accurate. Which of the following is not biotic? You chose gravel. Correct. The other name for phosphorus is dash.
Well done. Phosphate is right.
Which of these plants is non-vascular?
Great thinking. Moss is right. Which soil has the largest particles?
Exactly. Sand makes sense.
Which soil has high nutrient content? Valid point. Loamy soil is true. What type of garden needs windbreaks? Bravo rooftop is the answer.
When was the Smith-Hughes Act passed?
Well reasoned. 1917 is correct.
What does the word horticulture mean? Right choice. Garden cultivation is best.
The scientific name for an azalea is?
Nice selection. Rhododendron cusianum is correct.
When plants rest and grow very little. Smart pick. Dormant is correct. Carcass of a dead and decaying animal.
Correct response. Carrion is accurate.
The process of rotting and breakdown.
Good thinking. Decomposition is right. What is the other name for fermenter?
Right again. Bioreactor is valid.
Water that is safe to drink is called. Right again. Potable is valid. Humus usually gives soil a dash color.
Well picked. Dark is correct. How many years does soil take to form? Solid response. 100 years is valid.
Medium-sized mineral particles of soil.
Perfect. Silt is the one.
What is the common name for horizona?
Right choice. Topsoil is best. Which particle of soil is the largest?
Valid point. Gravel is true.
A plant that lives more than 2 years?
You got it. Perennial fits. The floral design shaped like an L is.
Excellent. Right angle is well reasoned.
The main product of photosynthesis is.
Smart pick. Sugar is correct.
Plants produce which of the following?
Well done. Oxygen is right.
A fan floral design is shaped like a.
Good job. Semicircle works well.
Which soil particles are the smallest?
You chose clay. Correct.
An allele or gene that always shows is.
Smart move. Dominant is accurate answer.
Dominant alleles are represented by a.
Great thinking. Capital letter is right.
In a seed, the plumule grows into dash.
Correct. The shoot is spot on.
The insect uses what body part to hear? Well reasoned. Tympanum is correct.
Study of insects and related arthropods. Nicely done. Entomology is solid.
What a worm-like beetle larva called?
Clear logic. Grub is sound.
Poison ivy growing on a tree by touch.
Correct response. Thigmotropism is accurate.
What is an example of an abiotic factor?
On track. Weather is correct. Chemicals that cause cancer are called. Bravo. Carcinogens is the answer. What kind of soil holds the most water? Good thinking. Clay is right. A single layer of soil is called a dash. Exactly. Horizon makes sense. The study of plants and plant processes? Strong choice. Botany is right.
A soil test report with a fee of 7.2 is?
Great job. Mildly alkaline is accurate. The primary function of plant seeds is? Sharp thinking. Sexual reproduction is right.
The male part of the flower is the dash.
Excellent choice. Stamen is right.
What type bud is on the side of a stem? Nice work. Lateral fits perfectly. Serengga mempunyai berapa bilangan kaki? Nice selection. 6 is correct. Most of the nutrients in soil come from? You're right. Decomposition is correct. Planet with runaway greenhouse effect? Nice work. Venus fits perfectly. Which layer of soil is the middle layer? Good job. Subsoil works well. Loamy soil with a dark color is good for? Clear logic. Farming is sound. What is a synonym for soil conservation? Right again. Protection is valid. What is the best soil to grow plants in? Smart move. Loam is accurate answer. What do plants and animals need to grow? You chose nutrients, correct? The gas form of an insecticide is a dash. Strong choice. Fumigant is right. When were girls allowed to join the FA? Sharp thinking 1969 is right. What tacky material is used to wrap wire? Well picked. Floral tape is correct. The growing of flowers or foliage plants. Smart pick. Floral production is correct. Part of plants that holds into the soil. Great thinking. Roots is right. What is the genus name for all dogwoods? Nicely done. Conus is solid. Because trees live many years, they are? On track. Perennials is correct. The quickest method of plant breeding is? Excellent choice. Mutation breeding is right. Contain a plant's male reproductive cell. Well done. Pollen is right. Blowfly eggs usually hatch in less than? Exactly. 24 hours makes sense. Banana bunch top virus is transmitted by? You're right. Aphids is correct. Farmers have been given subsidies since? Solid response. 1930s is valid. Mullets, prawns, mussels are examples of? Bravo. Marine fishes is the answer. Atmospheric condition trapping pollution. Great job. Temperature inversion is accurate. Which of the following is a fossil fuel? Right choice. Coal is best. Which is not a low-carbon energy source? Excellent. Natural gas is well-reasoned. The layers of soil are also known as dash. You got it. Horizons fits the shape and steepness of the landscape. Well-reasoned. Topography is correct. Which part of the flower is the peduncle? Correct response. Flower stem is accurate. Which of these causes more plant disease? Good thinking. Fungi is right. A tropical plant with palm-like leaves is? Perfect. Parlor palm is the one. The study and cultivation of grapevines. Valid point. Viticulture is true. Which type of garden takes up less space? Nice selection. Container is correct. Which is an example of a physical hazard? Correct. Animal bite is spot on. What is one thing soil is not made up of?
Good job. Living decomposes works well. Keeps leaves and remains green year-round. Bravo! Evergreen is the answer. The different forms of genes are known as... Smart pick. Alice is correct. Gravitropism and dash are the same thing.
Right again. Geotropism is valid. Insects or hexapods have how many legs?
Well picked. 6 is correct. Loss of body heat after death is known as... Great thinking. Alga mortis is right. The life cycle of a blowfly begins with... Strong choice. Oviposition is right. Marshes, swamps, and bogs are examples of... Nice work. Freshwater wetlands fits perfectly. How much of Earth's water is fresh water? Valid point. 3% is true. Which soil is the best for growing plants? You're right. Loam is correct. Where do rock particles in soil come from? Good thinking. Bigger rocks is right.
The cells produced via meiosis are called.
Correct response. Sex cells is accurate.
Glacial till is the soil deposited by dash.
Nice selection. Glaciers is correct. Which of the following is a macronutrient? Correct. Calcium is spot on. Water enters and exits the guard cells by... On track. Osmosis is correct. Which is the best inorganic growing media? Perfect. Vermiculite is the one. Where is the FEFA National Convention held? Exactly. Indiana makes sense. Annual plants complete their life cycle in... Excellent. 1 year is well reasoned. Who proposed the centers of origin theory? Solid response. Vavilov is valid. Species that has destroyed the us recently. Sharp thinking. Spotted lanternfly is right. A digestive organ used for storage of food. Well done. Crop is right. Bees and butterflies are considered dash. Clear logic. Pollinators is sound. What is the life cycle of an insect called? Smart move. Metamorphosis is accurate answer.
These trees have only one apical meristem.
Right choice. Palms is best. The place where bees are reared are called... Great job. Apiary is accurate. How many statues of Moai on Easter Island? Excellent choice. 887 is... Plant evaluation is part of which industry? Well reasoned. Agricultural is correct. In which layer of soil do plant roots grow? You chose topsoil. Correct. This type of soil is best for plant growth. Nicely done. Loam is solid. Which type of soil can hold a lot of water? You got it. Clay fits. Name the particles that is smallest in size. On track. Clay is correct. No water stays in this when poured through. You chose gravel. Correct. The green color of leaves is caused by the... Excellent. Chloroplasts is well reasoned.
the part of biology that deals with animals.
Great job. Zoology is accurate.
Which amongst these is not a part of pistil?
Correct. Stamen is spot on.
The cooling of body temperature after death.
Well reasoned. Algor mortis is correct.
Tomato spotted wilt virus is transmitted by?
Right choice. Thrips is best.
Using coal is an example of a dash resource. Clear logic. Non-renewable is sound. Possible short-term effect of air pollution.
Good job. Nosea works well. The tiny animal can be found in soil is dash.
Nice selection. Worm is correct.
Which of the following describes aesthetics? You're right. Beauty is correct. Which arthropod group lives mostly in water?
Nice work. Crustaceans fits perfectly.
Normal body temperature in degrees Celsius is 37 fits.
What is the first process in photosynthesis?
Smart pick. Photosystem I is correct. Water treatment involves adding pathogens by. Well done. Adding chlorine is right. Non-living factors in the ecosystem are dash. Great thinking. Abiotic is right.
Many rivers originate from dash in mountains.
Well picked. Snow melt is correct. Layer of the atmosphere where weather occurs. Valid point. Troposphere is true. Which of the following is a warm season crop? Exactly. Eggplant makes sense. Which structure produces energy for the cell? Bravo. Mitochondria is the answer. All of the following are plant remains except. Nicely done. Sand particles is solid. The remains of something that was once alive. Smart move. Organic matter is accurate answer. What is the female part of the flower called? Perfect. Pistil is the one. Coffee, rubber, tea crops falls under. Right again. Plantation crops is valid. Safety colors, the color red indicates what? Solid response. Danger is valid. Soil does not provide which of the following? Correct response. Water is accurate. Nutrients that a plant needs in large amounts. Excellent choice. Macronutrients is right. An example of a pomology career would be dash. Sharp thinking. Pecan farmer is right. Nobel Prize for Green Revolution was given to. Strong choice. Bolog is right. The center of origin for coffee and sesame is. Good thinking. B. Abyssinian is right. Term that refers to the larval stage of a fly. Excellent choice. Maggot is right. Indian cassava mosaic virus is transmitted by. Exactly. Whitefly makes sense. The walls of xylem tissue are reinforced with. Well done. Lignin is right. The process of replanting an area with trees. On track. Reforestation is correct. What is the topmost layer of the Earth's crust? Perfect. Soil is the one. Which type of soil has the smallest particles? Nice selection. Clay is correct. This is a term used for A, B, and C horizons. You chose regolith? Correct. In which state is corn often grown for silage?
Valid point. Vermont is true.
Soil for container plant production should be?
Nicely done. Porous is solid.
When is baby's breath adds to a floral design?
You're right. Last is correct.
The upper portion of a graft is known as what? Well picked. Cyan is correct.
What are the structural framework of the leaf?
Well reasoned. Veins is correct.
Which of the following is not a soil particle? Smart move. Rock is accurate answer. Filler materials used in floral design may be? Smart pick. Baby's breath is correct. They enclose the egg cells inside the ovaries. Good thinking. Ovals is right. Worm-like stage of insect development after egg. Sharp thinking. Larva is right. Rigor mortis peaks how many hours after death? Clear logic, 12 is sound. What is the rank of India in fruit production? Right again, 2 is valid. Typically, slash and burn agriculture leads to? Good job. Shifting cultivation works well. A factor in an experiment that can be changed. Correct. Variable is spot on. What is a popular apple grown in West Virginia? You got it. Red Delicious Fits. The name below that not including rocks is dash. Great thinking. Balloon is right. How many primary roots are in a taproot system? Right choice. 1 is best. What layer is considered the B layer of soil? Strong choice. Subsoil is right. A seed with only one cotyledon is called a dash. Solid response. Monocot is valid. Rusts are classified as which of the following? Correct response. Fungus is accurate. Which of the following is a term for heterosis?
Bravo. Hybrid vigor is the answer.
What soil is a mixture of sand, silt, and clay? Nice work. Loam fits perfectly. Decayed organic material in soil is called dash. Excellent. Humus is well reasoned. Cranberries are a primary crop for which state? Great job. Wisconsin is accurate. How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format? Right again. Contact Narayan Chengda is valid.